Hello class, my name is Layla Beltatan and today I will be talking about the problem of distracted driving. So to begin with, just imagine when you're driving home and you just get like a quick text message just real quick, and even with that one simple little text message, it can make a big cause in someone else's life and in your life. This whole thing would have to be with distracted drivers. I feel like it's been going on a lot recently in today's world when we all have been super distracted when we're driving, especially when we look at our phones, or even like if someone's talking to us right next to us or in the back seat. I feel like we get really distracted off of that. And that's a really big theme because I feel like car crashes in today's world is very it can be it can really be solved really easily, but a lot of people don't want to do that. And one thing I really want to talk about is right now where we have so much technology going on and we have brand new iPhones coming out, and that they just there's so many things to it, and I feel like in today's world when we have a phone, like, it's easy to send like one simple text message, especially if we have our phone in our hands, and like we're driving and then like we want to talk real quick, and then that even just picking up your phone in general can lead to something very problematic here in today's world. And I feel like, the problem is like deaths every year when it comes to driving. I feel like many people like get injured off of that, or just, cause a loss because of that. And I feel like that's something that we can easily put away, and we can easily learn how to adapt ourselves into not touching our phones, especially when we're driving. In today's world, we have a lot of technology going on, like I said, and that can even be with the cars. We do have cars that have high maintenance technology, and we have the big screens when we're driving. And I feel like even if we have like the biggest screen and we want to go ahead and send a quick text message, and we go ahead and tap that screen, even if we just make a quick glimpse of it, you don't really see your surroundings as much, because that one little glimpse of like 2 seconds just to see your message real quick can lead to something very difficult. And I feel like in today's world we should not be doing that, especially with the high maintenance technology that we do have today. And as for that, I really want to talk more deep into this. So basically, there's been a lot of deaths caused by when it comes to texting and driving. I know we do get based off of the big screen on the car and everything, but I feel like that's something where cars do come in handy with that. If we want to go look at the maps real quick, which is super easy, you could just go ahead, put it right there, as soon as you're ready to go off and drive, and you just put it real quick. I feel like that's super easy. But one thing is when we use our phones for texting, you go ahead and you see a message that you just got, and you want to go ahead and pick up your phone. And once you pick up that phone, like, it can just lead to something very difficult. Like, even 2 minutes of picking up your phone can really just cause something when you're driving. And I feel like if you don't pick up your phone, that can actually save someone's life one day. And I feel like there's so many solutions to texting and driving. One, don't text while drive. Like, that's the number one issue when we should not be doing at all, is texting and driving. I feel like, it's very like we go to the DMV, and then like, are you supposed to answer your phone when texting and driving? Obviously it's a no, but we're all used to it now, which is really bad for us. And there's so many solutions to it. One, you cannot just don't be texting and driving. Two, you can always connect your phone to the big screen, like on the front of the car, and you can just see who messages you, but just pay attention to the road, obviously. And there's other places where you could put your phone, which is like at the top of the dashboard of the car. You could just see real quick, but obviously like it's in the point of your view of where you're driving. And then another thing is going on do not disturb. There's settings in your phone where it's do not disturb while you're driving, and you receive no text messages, no phone calls, no notifications or anything like that. It's just clear viewpoint of where you're driving. If anybody calls you, you will not get that phone call at all, because it is on do not disturb, obviously. And I feel like that's something we should all be on, especially that we're driving, because it's very dangerous for us to even send one quick little text message. And that has been a big issue in today's life. And I feel like that can be easily solved when we just all have just common sense, and we just know, hey, there's been so many car accidents recently. Let me drive more careful, especially when we're speeding. we go past the speed limit and we know that we want to send a quick message like we're on our way, or like stuck in traffic, like like just things like that. Like I feel like you can easily get a heads up on time, like on the maps it'll tell you where the traffic's at or anything like that. You can easily send that text message super quick before you start driving, because you know how far you're gonna get to your destination, because it does say how long traffic is. So I feel like that's an easy solution. You could do it if you're running late anywhere. You can easily go ahead and send a quick text, quick call before you even start driving, because the maps does say we do have traffic, so it's easy to report just real quick. But yeah, so I hope everybody learns today that it's very important to not be texting and driving. And if you just not text and drive, you can easily save someone else's life. So I hope you guys learn from the problems and the causes and the solutions, and to not just be texting and driving anymore. Thank you.